You know what? I'm all for technological advancements and whatnot, but we draw a line at genetically modified salmon. That is enough for me as a pescatarian. I think I am going to go vegetarian. What's going on, you guys? Your girl Just Koi here, and welcome back to the corner. Hi, how are you? Are you new here? Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I'm happy you're here. If you're not, what's up? You already know the drill. Get your own juice out the fridge. You're not a guest, you're family now. If y'all don't know what that is, maybe it's a black thing. However, that's not what we're here to discuss here, because I saw something that disturbed me, and I don't know if there's any other black people that know about this, but I feel like we should know, especially with the summertime approaching and black people loving seafood when it comes down to the summer. I just wanted to get my little input and take on this because I'm feeling like, yo, sis might become a vegetarian this summer. Like, I don't know. And again, I have other plans this summer. So before I get into this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and if you never want to miss when I post, please put on your notification bell, as I say in every video. However, pre-announcement here. You guys, I have a huge announcement, huge thing I have to tell you guys. So I need you to stay to the end of the video, okay? It has something to do with Koi's Corner, it has something to do with me, and it has something to do with the change of location, all right? So just stay to the end of the video, and I promise it's all gonna make sense, okay? So I was scrolling on good old Facebook, and you know, sometimes when I check Facebook, I get my daily news, I get my street drama, I get all kind of stuff, my politics, I get all kind of stuff from Facebook. I swear Facebook should really hire people that are putting out like news like fresh on the street. Like, y'all should get a check, because these posts be getting shared and everything, and I get real informed. I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? So recently, I saw on Facebook that they had posted an article from the Associated Press, right? And literally the title says, "The first genetically modified animals approved for U.S. consumption are here." Okay, I understand. The salmon produced by Aqua Bounty are the first genetically modified animals approved by the U.S. Now, I know y'all like, Koi, why are you making that face? So, remember how in my update video I was talking about my weight loss and stuff and how I changed my diet and this, that, and the third? I bet. So, like, the biggest thing that helped me change my diet was going pescatarian. And if you don't know what pescatarian is, that's like mainly fish, seafood, and whatnot, and veggies, no real meat, poultry, dairy, nothing like that. So, but like, the only thing that sustained me for over 7 months was fish. And I mean, I've made salmon any kind of way you can think it. I've air fried it, I've baked it, fried it in the skillet. I've done everything with salmon you can think of. That stuff saved my life. Saved my life. I love salmon. Oh my gosh. And I know I'm not the only black person or only person in the world, period, that loves salmon. Atlantic salmon, it's just something about it. It's like, I think one of the most versatile fish, in my opinion, that you can do stuff with, especially when it comes down to like seasonings and everything. But that's not why we're here. This article was posted June 21st of this year. And I'm not gonna go through the whole article. I'm gonna link it down below, because I believe reading is fundamental, so you should do your own reading and your own research always. But essentially, this article talks about a company called Aqua Bounty, and they've successfully genetically modified Atlantic salmon. The salmon that they've modified are set to grow faster than any normal hatching fish. So to produce the fish, because they've done it now to where the fish are like weighing over 10 pounds. They haven't sold any to the US yet, but they've raised them to weigh over 10 pounds each.
To produce its fish, Aqua Bounty injected Atlantic salmon with DNA from other fish species that make them grow to full size in about 18 months, which could be about twice as fast as regular salmon.
So it says that the eggs were shipped to the U.S. from Canada last month after they cleared some regulatory hurdles. They worked all through the years to get government approval, because of course they cannot just produce a thick ass fish and then be like, okay, we're selling this for everyone to eat. It has to be approved by the FDA. And so it has been approved by the FDA. However, grocers like Whole Foods and Kroger are refusing to sell the fish. Now, my thing of it all is I understand why we're genetically modifying food. There's way more people than there are food in the world that we can actually feed. And to a certain extent, I am against genetically modifying food. I am, because I feel like it opens the door to real life Jurassic Park. You can judge me or whatever, but I feel like they used amphibian DNA. You know what I mean? I don't have time. I don't have time. So I've always been against genetically modified food, especially. And I remember when I used to be like a little bit of a science nerd, I found like they were cloning sheep and whatnot and lamb and all this other stuff. So I swore off like certain meats already. The reason why I'm really upset about this is because seafood, except for like crab, like fish, it's a lot of food that's really hard to imitate. And you can go to the grocery store and see it in the cans and everything, but like salmon is really hard to imitate. Even when you get canned salmon, you know it doesn't taste like real salmon. Like it doesn't taste like if you cooked it yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So for the fact that they're genetically modifying these fish and that they injected DNA from another fish that makes them grow, from other fish species, so multiples, that makes them grow about 18 times faster. They're creating fish that weigh 10 pounds to sell, like a pop. But these things are not naturally grown. There's all, like, I guess my issue is not necessarily about the genetic modification part. It's that there already is an existence of genetically modified food on the market. It's just a matter of people's level of awareness. There's a ton of food that we all know is not real. Even food that we eat that we think is real is not real. Tilapia is not real. You can say what you want. Tilapia is not naturally found in the wild. It's a man-made fish. So I have never eaten tilapia because I know it's not real. For the fact that they're gonna sit here and do this to salmon, now, granted, the article does state somewhere in it that they're going to have labeled, I believe, like bioengineered or something like that, so that the consumer can know what they're getting. However, in the article, I believe it also says like that's really a play on words, because saying it's bioengineered compared to saying like that's not a real fish, like that you know what I mean? So I think I will probably become a real shopper of Whole Foods. Because they're not gonna sell it. They're not gonna sell the fish. I think at least, if anything, I'm probably gonna get my fish from Whole Foods. I pray they don't change their minds. I don't really see Whole Foods changing their minds. The article already says, though, like I said, we know most food is already modified. It says most corn and soy in the U.S. is genetically modified to be more resistant to pests and herbicides. It says, but as genetically modified salmon make their way to dinner plates, the pace of change to the food supply could accelerate. Our favorite number, whatever, 45, he already signed an executive order that says directing federal agencies to simplify regulations for genetically engineered plants and animals. And it says that the move comes as companies are turning to a newer gene editing technology that makes it easier to tinker with plant and animal DNA. So the fact that it's easier doesn't mean that it should be done. And y'all president damn sure likes doing shit the easy way, and he sure enough has a talent and a knack for doing shit he ain't supposed to do. So I mean, again, Jurassic Park. I'm just saying, if y'all see a T-Rex, or if my fear about being chased by a pack of velociraptors comes to life, I don't want nobody to be like, wow, Koi was really crazy. Nope. I put you on. Towards the end of the article, and this is something that I found really interesting when I first read it. It says the fish has already been sold in Canada, where basically labeling it and saying what it is not required. Like the United States, the FDA requires that it says, you know, it has the name in the label. But in Canada, they don't require that they have the label. One of the representatives, I believe, she said the company believes in transparency, but questioned why people would want to know whether the fish are genetically modified. It's identical to Atlantic salmon with the exception of one gene, she said. Bitch, that is a real fucking What do you mean with the exception of one gene? One gene? You done injected this one fish with the DNA of other species. So So what one gene? What gene is it? What gene is it? Why did you, first of all, how is it? So if it's, like, you see all the questions I have? Because I just got pissed, just got mad. Because, like, I hate when people ask stupid ass questions or make stupid ass statements. Like, it's just like, for what? Like, that just didn't make, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why would people want to know what they're putting in their bodies, lady? What do you mean? What do you mean why people want to know? It's the same thing. It's the same except for one exception. What? It was mated by parents, like naturally, you know, that whole journey. So it's the same except for one exception. So the exception must be its parents ain't had to go up the rocks and the streams and past the bears and all this other stuff and die once they mate, right? So that's the exception. Because who's the mama and the daddy in a white coat is the mother of a fish. And I'm not supposed to question? Okay. So, there's your information of the day. Again, reading is fundamental. Like, I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. I poorly paraphrased this. I know I did. But, you know, this is just my emotions. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. I'm gonna figure something out. I ain't got no choice. So that's all I have for you guys today. This little kind of itty bitty little tidbit just thrown in there, but I read, you know what I mean? So I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts. So drop down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts on this whole video. Let me know also, are you for or against genetically modified food? Like, I mean, you already know certain things in the country are not real, in our cabinets are not real. How do you feel about actually knowing, like, they're putting animal products that's not, you know, it's no longer being, like, actually caught and killed. They're making this stuff in a lab and shipping it and selling it to us. What are your thoughts down below? Let me know. Oh, wait, before I go, didn't I say there was an announcement I had to make? I am not going to drag this out. Well, the Korner is moving. We are moving to the Virgin Islands for the summer. We'll be on the island of St. John for the rest of the summer. And why is that, you may ask? Well, y'all remember in the update video that I had said, you know, I was struggling with finding work and whatnot, and I decided to give my all back into YouTube. Well, the struggle of finding work kind of caught up with your girl. And I'm not really one that likes to be in debt, you understand what I'm saying? So, my best friend, my soulmate, JJ, she has connections for me and connections for herself, like from growing up and living in the islands. She got connections, so she got your girl some jobs for the summer. It's like, I'm trying to treat it like a working vacation, no lie. This is the longest, farthest I've ever been from home. I'm a Jersey girl at heart through and through. So this is gonna be really interesting, but I wanted to make this huge announcement to you guys because this entire setup is gonna be different. I'm gonna try and vlog as much as I possibly can. What's crazy is I'm going down in time for Carnival, so I might be able to do some things. I don't know. Possibly in between, like, working, but whatever. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is the only place, like, no one else knows this. Only my close family and friends know. Now that you know I'm leaving, or whatever the case may be, if you want to know the details as to why I'm moving, why are you leaving Quinn, why are you leaving Jersey, please drop down in the comments below why the VI, and I will make a video just to answer that question. Okie dokie? All the little details in that video. Not here, but there. I just wanted to announce I'm leaving. The Korner's moving temporarily on an island. Can you be a Korner on an island? Or is that a dot? Thoughts. But let me know what you guys think of the announcement too now in the comments down below. I love you all so much. I am so excited to see what the summer is gonna bring for us. I leave on the 30th of this month, so I'm going to try and post this sometime, I don't know when, hopefully before I leave, if not after. You know it's love, I've been busy. But yeah, that's what's going on. So you guys, fake salmon and a move. Busy video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, I love you. The Korner is released. Kids, go be crazy. Have a good summer. Deuces.